Parashat Korach, or Showdown with Moses. Korach and company challenge Moses' authority. Moses proposes a test to determine whom God favors. Moses wins, as God accepts his offering, and the earth swallows up Korach and company. Aaron's staff blossoms to show God favors him too. Priests and Levites earn reward for service. In the Torah, directions tell stories. Think of the Hebrew word forward, kadima. If you've been on a group tour in Israel, you've certainly heard your guide use this again and again. But the root of kadima is kedem, which means to the east. Why? Because this was the direction, east, that the Israelites traveled to get from Egypt to Israel. And so, in the direction, we see the centrality of the land of Israel. And we have another example proving the same point. Whenever you see a verb describing people going to Israel or from Israel in the Torah, it always centers about going up or down, the word aliyah. And still today, that's the word we use to describe someone who moves to Israel. When the Israelites go to Israel, the verb is to go up. And when the patriarchs leave Israel to go to Egypt, the verb is to descend, to go down. It's the spiritual way of reminding us of the focus of Israel being the heart of the Torah, the North Star, as it were, pun intended. In the Parashat Korach, Korach and his band rebel, and they challenge Moses and Aaron and their authority. Like, what makes you better than us, is what they say, in effect. And when we read the story, let's pay attention to the directions, because that tells a story too. Here's the verse where Korach and his cronies challenge Moses and Aaron. They gathered against Moses and Aaron and said to them, "You have gone too far, for the whole congregation is holy, all of them, and the Lord is in their midst. Why do you raise yourselves above the Lord's congregation?" So here, Korach is right about something, and he's dead wrong about something else. He's right in that all of Israel is holy, no one holier than another, Moses, not including Moses. And this is explicit in Exodus 19, as the Israelites sat at the foot of Mount Sinai, and God charged them to be a mamlechet kohanim, a goy kadosh, a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. There's that word, kadosh. All of Israel is holy, no one more than another. But here's where Korach is wrong. Korach said, "Why do you, Moses, raise yourselves above the Lord's congregation," Moses and Aaron? And that's a lie, because Moses never raised himself. Moses never put himself in the position of being a leader and stepped in line. It was the other way around. It was God who selected Moses. And, to be truthful, Moses pushed back again and again to God, said, "No, God, you got the wrong guy. You don't want me." And so to claim that Moses raised himself, like he put himself above the congregation, that's just not true. It's God who installed him, and the trial of the fire pans bears that out. Let's look at the end of the story to see how this finishes for everybody. And we see something significant. Korach made a power play. He sought to move up the power ranks. And what was his ending? He was swallowed up by the earth. He descended into the earth. He got lower than the earth itself. And contrast this with Moses. Moses, who resisted moving up the power ranks, even though he probably could have. He was the leader of the Jewish people. And what was his ending? Where did he die? Where was he buried? On Har Nebo, on Mount Nebo, overlooking the land of Israel, on top of a mountain, the highest place one could be. With all leaders, it's often the people who resist power and influence who we hold in the highest esteem.